Hey Arthur,
Yeah, Andy.
today we're going to be talking about LinkedIn, okay?
Sounds good.
And even a dummkopf like me knows how very important LinkedIn is. I mean, you can see the growth. Please tell everybody out there why it's important for them to know all about LinkedIn.
Well, Andy, there are about 40 million people plus using LinkedIn right now. We're talking globally. In fact, quick story, I just got back from a conference in Orlando, and I was invited to that conference to do social media for this association, and they found me through LinkedIn. They paid all my expenses there, and I'm helping them promote their conference in Singapore in January.
Your expenses?
My expenses. Now
Me?
you're not going, forget it. You
Alright.
weren't there with me.
Alright.
So, Andy, LinkedIn is an amazing place for people to tap into a whole lot of brain power. You're probably wondering why should people use it, right?
Well, I think it's really important, especially in business.
Look, it's a consultant's dream. If you have any types of questions related to business, it's a place that has the most amazing brain network at the C-level than you can imagine. You know, there's a couple of important things you need to do when you set your LinkedIn profile up, and I'm just going to talk about a couple of those in this particular session. One, get a professional picture. Done. Don't wear a stupid hat like this when you're doing your picture, okay? Right. It's okay for this, but you know, make sure your headline is grabby. You know, I mean, it really grabs people to want to review that. So look at it like that. That's your elevator pitch. You know, your headline. You have to have a really good summary. And what's cool about the summary is in LinkedIn, it's actually search engine optimizable. So if you use the right keywords in there, people will be able to search you out on the internet and find you through LinkedIn if you do a good job on that. Also, you want to make sure, Andy, when you put your LinkedIn profile together, that you write down what you're good at, you know, your specialties. Make sure people know what you're qualified to do, what kind of work.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget your experience. Oh, don't go there, Andy.
Okay, I won't.
But when we're talking about experience, I'm referring to your work history. You know, if you're looking for work on LinkedIn, whether it's consulting work, if you're looking for a job, be really clear and defined about your work history. It's a much better place for recruiters to look for resumes also. And look for people to look at your education also. So that's really the first thing I want to talk about with LinkedIn. So what are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
I'm already hooked up, signed in, and inactive.
So you're on LinkedIn.
There you have it.
And have you finished your profile? Up?
Don't be looking for me.
Don't be looking for any on LinkedIn.
I'm not looking to do anything.
He
right
said
now.
I retired.
This is it.
And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little tutorial that's going to be right behind be a trailer to this of what we just talked about on LinkedIn.
There you have it.
Andy?
Absolutely.
Okay, you want to see me gracefully get off this couch?
Very gracefully.
Give me a
without,
push.
Without my
Give me a
assistance.
push.
Oh!
Man.
All right.
About your LinkedIn profile. For example, you could see right here it says edit my profile. That's where you would go ahead and you would be able to go in and edit your complete profile. There's a couple of things I want to make note of. If you'll see here, you can edit your name. There I've chose to use my full name. I've got Arthur Schwartz. You could display it how you want. I've put in there as my professional headline, Social Media Marketing Master. I wanted something that was grabby there, and then of course city, state, zip, and the industry that you're in. You could see you have choices of industries. I'm just going to save changes, and those changes are saved. You'll notice to the right of my name where there's a little donut with little dots, like little circles. That means that I'm not a premium member of LinkedIn. If you're a premium member, it would say in there. That would be the icon. And the advantage of being a premium member is you get featured in searches at times. Social Media Marketing Master, I put in there, and of course my address. Then this is your status. You can update this status anytime you want. It's your way to keep in touch with your network. If I were to change that, I would just hit update and would put something new that I'm connecting with people about. In terms of your roles, currently I'm founder at Technopower Marketing. I'm also founder of Global Med Travel Partners. I could add a current position if I want, edit these positions. And then the other thing, you want to put your previous positions. Now some people say just put the last 2 or 3. I personally like to have many positions there because I'm not sure how many years somebody wants to go back. Put your education, whether it be college education, and then recommendations we're going to talk about later. But recommendations are people that recommend or endorse you for work, whether it be a job, consulting assignment, and we'll get into these in more depth. But as you can see, these are the recommendations. I happen to have approximately, I think, 19 recommendations, which is fairly respectable. All right, after we get to recommendations, these are connections. We'll talk more about connections. You'll want to put your websites in there. And then, of course, this is your vanity URL. It's your LinkedIn profile, how people will find you on the web. So mine happens to be linkedin.com/Arthur Schwartz, which I also put on my business cards. In your summary, this is important. I'm just going to click on Edit. And on your summary, why it's so important is because in your summary, this is search engine optimizable. If you use the right keywords in there, in your summary, and also put them in your specialties too, that's the work that you're good at, I think you'll find that you're search engine optimizable on the web doing that. So put some thought into that. It makes a lot of sense not to just kind of blow through that. So that's your summary, your specialties, and that is all that I really want to cover with you in this first session. Keep in mind, this is like your online profile. It's your online resume. It's how people find you. So you want to take some time and care to make sure that you set that up right.